All right, it's Monday morning and I'm watching DATS, DJT, SCNI, and ASNS. Welcome to Advantage Trading. I hope you had a great weekend, and let's try to have a good week and see what we can accomplish this week. So, Gap Scan this morning is full of stocks. You know, in there, I think attention might be kind of spread out today. I'm seeing a lot of Trump headlines on a lot of these stocks. Makes no difference to me. A headline is a headline. And if buyers are present, I'm game. Man, I'm all about trying to rack up the profits. So let me see. I'm going to take a look at the larger time frames here. I'll go ahead and change that to the daily, the 15-minute, and the hourly. So this is DATS, and this one made it up to a high of 260, 258 here on the hourly, and so that's up in this area. And so we have there's room up to 413, and then after that, the next resistance on the daily is up at 651. So this one's got room, and where it's trading above the 200 moving average. So that's nice. And on DJ, now hold on, before I move on to the next one, let me see the 15-minute time frame, higher lows. I went ahead and marked out this ascending support level. So this one had hourly consolidation, and so now we're looking for that hourly higher low. It is basically a 15-minute equilibrium in the making. And the level to hold is $1.88 to maintain this 15-minute uptrend. As long as we can maintain that uptrend, the bulls are in full control. Here on the 5-minute time frame, this is where I marked out that ascending yellow line. And those are often pretty powerful. You could put one on the top. I don't, it's not something I trade off of. It'd be a good target if I got into a trade to take profit up in that area. And I could leave it there as a nice visual to see what happens. So that's a DATS. And then the next one, DJT, larger time frame again. This is the daily time frame. This stock is rather expensive. You rarely see me trade stocks up into this price range, but lack of better options, this one seems to have some momentum to it. Right now it's a bull flag on the hourly. So the pre-market high on this one was 54.49, right up here at that daily level. And if I were to put a line on this daily resistance, you can see we came right up to that and rejected. So we're going to need to get back over that. Resistance is up at 56.55. And after that, there's a humongous pocket here all the way up to 79.38. 15-minute downtrend with a slight trend change. I'm not going to buy into that just yet, but almost had another one of those over here, and you can see what happened. But interestingly, I can put a line down here and say, okay, 45.30. Look how many candles tried to close below that and could not do it. So that's a level that has been holding as support. Now, if we look at that on the smaller time frames, it's hard to find a candle. Well, you can find a few candles there that close below it, but I'm not going to keep that line there because I do trade on these smaller time frames, the 1 minute and the 5 minute. So I have my ascending line that I've drawn there. Let's go back to the 15 real quick. I just want to see, on this one. So this is that 15-minute trend change that I talked about. So that's why I have my line drawn. So if I go back to the 5-minute, this is what it looks like here on the 5-minute. There's the first point, and we moved up, came back down. There's the second point. So I'm going to look for a possible trade off of that level if we come down to it. And you could have drawn a line up here across the top. That one, you can see it acted as resistance. There was profit taking there. Broke over it, back tested it, couldn't go higher. So now we're back below it again. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line. So the support that we want to hold, I'm going to go back to the larger time frame. We got about 10 minutes, about 9 minutes here till the market opens. And if we want to say this is a 15-minute trend change, well, that's our support. 45.10 is our previous higher low. We based out at 44.30. And there is this consolidation zone right in here. There's a bit of a trough right here. I don't really mark these out on the 15-minute time frame. Typically, that's almost an even $46. Back to the 5-minute time frame. Yep. Not going to keep that line there. We'll just see what it looks like. We know there's a consolidation zone in here. There's an entire zone. So there's probably going to be some buying if the price drops down into that level. I'm more interested in my ascending line that I have here on DJT. Okie dokie, we got about 7 minutes left. So SCNI, this one, the larger time frames here. We hit a pre-market high of 836. That's way up here. We got over that daily rejection there from back on the the 17th. Of June, and so the next resistance on the daily, we see we had a gap fill here between here and, well, basically there. But anyways, the next resistance is 1155, so quite a ways away. I wouldn't put it past this one to make some kind of move that's huge like that, just because we saw it happen here, and then that huge cap down. But, is this a day where you're going to see that kind of move up? Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Right now, 15-minute time frame, the size of this pullback, I'm only looking for a lower high compared to 836. Best case scenario for the bulls, as far as technical analysis goes, is an equilibrium. But you want to see, I would want to see a little more of a bounce than what we got here. Now you can see we rejected there off of about 726. But we'll see if the bulls can keep this upward momentum going. I drew that line of 538 off of this resistance level here post market, and we came down and we broke above it, back tested it. You can see the back test, multiple back tests. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame now. So there's a nice picture of that line coming into play. I don't have an ascending level drawn out on this. I suppose I could, and maybe I will draw a line. You can see we touched that several times, so that's definitely a good level. I just don't know if we pull back that far, do I really want to trade this? Really want to see this hold up. Got a zone of support all across in through here. And then let's look at ASNS, this one on the larger time frame, daily time frame. So up here on the daily, you see we hit a high of about, 232? And that's up in here. Now there's a resistance pretty close overhead up at 273, but we get above that and you're looking up at 460. Right now, the 15-minute time frame, looking for a 15-minute higher low the EMA here is catching up, so we might find support. You got $2 psychological down here. For the moment, broke below this 207 support. Bulls holding that level. 5-minute time frame. Not quite as pretty on the 5-minute. We did actually close below it, but came back up above. Oopsie. 4 minutes to go. Getting close. Love it. It's a Monday morning. Okay. This one is just a tightening range, but bears started to win out there. So now I've got my 1 minute and my 5-minute charts here that I'm looking at, and I'm just trying to visualize what my possible first trade might look like as we get into the open. So all of these are trading pretty close, right at the VWAP. SCNI is actually starting to make that next move up. Looking for a 5-minute higher low. So I'm going to go ahead and put a line down here at 621 and call that support. Would it make sense to do that? I don't like to draw them if they're too steep, but that might make sense. Okay. I'm a little unsure on ASNS right now as to what exactly I want to do. One thing I do know, love to see the price get over 225. First, got to get over 219. So high pre-market on that one, 721. No, that's not right. That's the high of this current move. High at pre-market is 836. Yeah, this one's breaking down below that ascending support. Let's get rid of that line. Did not hold up. Gotta hold 188 because that 15-minute time frame. We lose 188. We're looking at a 15-minute confirmed downtrend. Kind of almost have a confirmed downtrend here, but this is definitely another support down there. All right, final minute before the open. Oh, look at the drop over here. Now, if we're trading right at this level when we open, I would definitely be interested in that. This one's coming down to a support. And so is this one. Okay. Wow, my neck just gets wore out because I'm just back and forth all the time. Too many things to watch. 5 seconds, roughly. Now 5 seconds. Here we go. Multiple trades at once here. Oops, I should have probably sold SCNI, but I'm gonna watch these here. $1.83, so put my stop losses down here so I don't have to sit here and monitor them so much. look at SCNI there. I'll go ahead and add to that. I'm looking for the breakthrough 721. Two of them breaking here at once. Well, this one didn't break yet. So DATS is trading below VWAP and below the EMAs, so I got out of it, took the quick profit, whereas SCNI is trading above VWAP and above the EMAs, so that's why I'm kind of still just holding it. See if it'll hold up or break down. And I don't mind adding to it if it wants to pull back into the 650s area. Can we get over 721? A little risky holding this long. Okay, here we go. We're going to try it here. Went ahead and took some profit on that. 74. Okay, there we go. See if we can hold up. I'm going to buy over here again on this one. Just put my stops at the low of day. 2 positions there. Nice, this one's continuing higher. Got that high pre-market up at 836. Sitting here at 750. I'm going to take a little more profit. I can always add back if I want there. I'm going to put a stop loss at the low of that candle, which is 697. Just let it run. Let it do its thing. As I watch over here at DATS. There we go. Move up to $8. Nice. Oh, and I think it's halted. Oh, I'm only in it with one position at the halt. Now I can go over here and focus on DATS. And hopefully we're going to get a move over VWAP on this one. That would be excellent. I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit as we break there. Oh, no, we're going to flush down. Went ahead and got out. I'll add back right there. We get a little bounce. Go ahead and sell that. It's a quick little in and out. Halt on SCNI was at 634.51, so I'm looking at resumption at 639.51. And we got a halt on IVP. Let's see what else. I'm going to look at what else is on the scanners, because the 2 of the stocks here that I have up are really not worth my time. ABR hitting the scanner. I don't really see anything on that. AUR, let's load that up over here. And okay, share size. That one has a resistance up at around $5 on the daily. Volume is okay. Still interested in DATS here. I don't want to take like a big loss on it. I'm going to go ahead and add or get back in it again, put my stop down at the low. Just with that one position, and we'll just see. See if she wants to do anything here. AUR really isn't moving very fast, so. Now the one thing about DATS, I'm worried about a little bit about a flush down. After, if it were to break over 206, I'm a little worried about a flush down. Kind of trading against the grain here. But, you know, it's a nice looking pattern on the 15-minute time frame. And we're looking for an hourly higher low. But we got to get above the VWAP, got to get above the EMAs. So right now it's not looking extremely bullish, but we could see a reversal here. That's my reason for getting in this. And I'm not risking much. Got another minute until resumption on SCNI. SCNI halted below resistance, so oftentimes those will open flat or low. So I might just be quick to just get out of it as soon as it resumes. Go ahead and punch the order there at the VWAP on AUR. See if we get a little bounce. I just take the profit. Small profit, not much. Gotta watch. I'll go ahead and take one more position over here. Oh, it's not filling. See that? Oh, my order filled so high. Like I said, I'm trading against the grain on this one. Odds are not in my favor. Okay, watching SCNI. I'm probably going to get stopped out on DATS. That's okay. SCNI alt resumption will be 6:39:51. That's the time, 6:39:51. Okay. So we got about 11 seconds. Let's see where, oh, that was a high resumption. That was nice. I don't want to get caught in a halt going down on this. Oh, pretty good drop. Oops, amazing. Is he gonna get halted going down here? Ha! I did. I think. Did it? Can't tell yet. Yeah, gosh dang it. I hate getting caught in those halts going down. That happened to me on Friday too. It happened to me twice. So the action today is kind of lacking. TSLL. Oh, let's take a look at TSLL. TSLL really the level to buy off of. Yeah, that's one of them. There's another one down here. This one might actually have something to give us. Maybe. Okay, so I'm in it at 1516. I got to keep an eye on SCNI. Halt resumption will be... Hold on here. Yep. Well, that's dropping more than I wanted. So TSLL not holding up where I wanted it to. $15 there. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that 5-minute candle. $14.97. Okay. Not risking much there. Halt resumption, SCNI should be at 6:47:14. Couple minutes away. Depending on what happens with this halt resumption on SCNI, this could end up being a red day. I could hit my max loss. I don't know. It looks like it's showing a resumption way down here. 709. That would be kind of scary. Okay. All right, SCNI. Uh-oh. How do you like that? For a split second, my max loss thought I was had hit my max loss. Oh, I forgot my max loss is at negative $3.63. I managed to finish green on the day. There was a, yeah, that sucks because this is a good trade. I jumped in this right down here as we resumed, and I would still be holding it. I was planning on holding it for the move back up to $8, and I think I would have hit my daily goal, but for a moment, because of the amount of size I was in, it pulled back and triggered my max loss and shut me out. So I can't trade anymore. That's unfortunate. Also, I was in this one. I bought this little pullback, so this would have been a nice win. This is the one day when my max loss kind of went against me, but that's okay. It's in place for a reason. I understand that. I made $28 points today, which is pretty much not much, but that's kind of disheartening when something like that happens. You can totally see I would have hit my $8 target there. Man, this one looks like it's probably got a lot of momentum in it today, and I'm gonna miss it. Well, I guess that's the way it goes. So what this does for me, actually, just keeps me at my all-time highs. I actually was hit a low of 0. Yeah, pretty much. So my max loss was actually at -8. And my max loss started at -100, but as my profit moves up, the max loss moves up with it. Sometimes I wonder if I should change that, but oftentimes, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I hit my max loss, and it's not as big as what it would have been, but other times I wonder, if I just keep it at -100, no matter what my profit is, it gives me more cushion. So maybe, I could, like today, I would still be trading and I probably would have hit my daily goals. So it probably, but I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. All you can do is test this stuff, and that probably makes no sense what I just told you. I don't know. So I want to make sure I'm not still in a trade here. Okay. Yep. No. So believe it or not, I hit a high of 92. Whoops. That's my low is 0. This is realized profit. In this case, I'm using points. I was at 92 on my high at one point. 92. I was right there. I was so close to my daily goal. I could have stopped. I could have, but I didn't. And that probably would have been better. But I was looking for a little bit more than that. Gotta figure out what's going on here. As we have it, this is a new week, isn't it? Okay. Well, this is going to take a little bit of fixing. My candle doesn't show up here, so what this would end up being is a candle with a long upper wick on it, but I am sitting up higher than I was on Friday. So anyways, that's my day as far as trading goes. And AUR was just it's not, I pulled it up. I thought maybe it'd be something good to trade, and I did trade it back in here, but quickly realized it's just not moving very fast. So it's probably got a high float. It doesn't show me the float here on my scanners, but it's probably got a pretty high float. That means that there's just a whole lot of shares available to buy and sell And so with that, stock doesn't move as fast. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful breakout here. Got a 5-minute higher low. You know, that halt going down sucked, but we came down to this support right here. And I didn't have a line drawn. Let's draw the line from that point to that point. Okay, so we never got down to that. No, I do have a line drawn. What am I saying? Oh God. Yeah, it was a nice break over 721 right here. And we pulled right back to it. And that's also where the volume weighted average price was sitting. That's also where this moving average was sitting. So we had 3 points of support. On that halt resumption. I went actually really big share size. So when this drop on that halt resumption, when we hit these support levels, I went in really big. And that's why I hit my max loss, because of how big of share size I went into that with. TSLL, I'm so disappointed. I bought it down here, took some losses as it was pulling back through here on these support levels. It wasn't holding. Sometimes though, you'll break a support level because they're looking, the big money that's trading, especially a stock like TSLL, they're looking to take out stop losses, and anybody that's getting in on these support levels, they have their stop losses below. So they're going to push the price below those support levels to take out all the stop losses. So sometimes where you put your stop, that's actually where you want to put your buy order. So that's why, you know, I'll put buy orders in here and I'll buy in here. But if I get, you know, stopped out or whatever, or it's not working for me, I'll take myself out of the trade. Oftentimes I will try to buy it when it breaks below support just to see, you know, just to see what the story is there, see if it's going to make that move up. And it did. So I ended up taking profit up into here. I actually added on the way up and took profit. And then as it pulled back here, I jumped back in it again, but that's when my max loss got hit. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to capitalize, but it's okay. It's a green day. I'll take it. Take a green day any day of the week. Got an equilibrium forming here now on SCNI. So not a bad day. I think there's plenty of price action left. I'd keep an eye on TSLL. This one was good to me last week. All right, and that is going to do it for me. A very small day for me. I hope your day is better than mine. Bigger, better, everything. And I'll be back here first thing tomorrow morning. See y'all later. Bye.